Hey, this is Love and Hip Hop Miami 305 VH1. All right, let's get it. Season 4, episode 2. And what is it called? Island Time. Okay, we get off with a start with Amara La Negra, Amara the Black. Amara is in Dominican Republic, okay? That's where she's from. And, she's like, music was fun and all, but it does take a lot of energy out of you, you know what I'm saying? She starts to feel like a industry slave or a singer slave or whatever you want to call it, entertainment slave. And, so she figured I could do something else besides just singing all the time and touring all the time and all this stuff. How about I invest my money somewhere? Taking advice from like one of her managers or something. And so she buys this building in Dominican and she wants to remodel it and rent it out for vacation spots or maybe the whole apartment. We'll see how that goes. Why is Kitty in Chicago Black Ink? I'm sorry. We're gonna get there when we get there, okay? So while she's down there, of course, mommy is there. And mommy's like, okay, this is cool and all, but right, it's only vacations. Dominican is not, this is not it, okay? Like those, as we know, certain areas of those countries are very, very poor. And, kind of ruthless when it comes to their people on the streets. They kill a little bit more faster, easier than we do in the States. So it's not always the safest thing, but it looked like her area was decent and safe for whatever she was trying to do. In the midst of that, she introduced us to her new man. She got a new boo. Old boy is gone. Who was a Shea brother, which I don't even know why she was messing with that fool. He looked like a dang leprechaun or something. A frog leprechaun in a suit. Anywho's. She is like, oh my God, I love him. I'm so attached. We all ooey gooey and mushy and cuddly. And just kissing all in front of mom and everything. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And mama just like, really? Really, Amada? Like, so it is what it is. She boy crazy over this man. I guess we'll have to get to know and see if we like him or not. But mama is side-eyed him, so she might not like him too much. And drinking game alert. Anytime Amara says career, take a shot. Then we roll on to Suki. Suki done invested her money as well, and she done opened up a boutique clothing store, and it's called Good Cat, okay? And her, she got her cousin up in there talking about he gonna be the manager or help her run the shit, but he just as ghetto, if not more ghetto than her. And I was cracking up because she like, yeah, I need you to help me sell this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got that retail experience, right? He like, yeah, I worked at City Trends, Popeyes, and KFC. Oh, my Lord. Now, if I know anybody who work at any of those stores, they ain't got no good customer service, okay? So good luck to that, Suki and your cousin. If I actually do come down there and it's open, I will go and visit and I will buy something. But, I don't think it was open when I was down there. And I wasn't even really, I was checking for her, but not, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know she had this stuff. But anyway, so they just giggling and cackling about that. We just came in. I took them out to walk. Yeah, so they're talking about the store and all that stuff. So we're going to figure them out. So I'm sure Isaiah is his name. He seems like a good character. And like I was just cracking up like, what? Yeah, it's ghetto is, but I love it. I love ghetto folks, right? Because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to be a little hood sometimes. But anyways, who we got? Amada, Suki, and I forgot who was on here. Oh, Ace Hood girl. His wife. So she done made her book during the pandemic. Remember, she's into the women empowerment and all that positivity and all that stuff. And the book is just part of the many things that she's into. She kind of just goes on to describe herself a little bit more, she has a little mix of everything. Like she can be fun, she can be serious, she can be business, she can be, you know what I'm saying, burn her sage and her candles. Like she a mix of a whole bunch of things, and that's just kind of where her movement or her organization, I guess, kind of moves in that same circle where women can join and just learn to be themselves, right? Okay. Um, she goes on to talk about that miscarriage that Ace talked about last episode, and this like, okay, so you know how they film these things, they talk about certain things. I just figure sometimes they kind of mix up their words, so it don't always match. So when Ace was talking to his mama and he explained the miscarriage, and he explained how he lost one of his twins from his other relationship, he was crying and everything. Like, you know, and the mama was helping him out and all these things. But when she's talking about it, she was saying like he wasn't even emotional or wasn't even supportive or nothing. He just kind of said, okay, made a smoothie and went to the gym. So I was a little confused about that. Like, is she trying to just make it seem a little bit extra, you know? Because I'm like, he was definitely crying over there on mama's shoulder. So I'm sure he cried on yours at some point. I don't know. Maybe maybe not. But basically, she has an event coming up. It's supposed to be for Mother's Day, so she's feeling some type of way because, well, I'm not necessarily a mother. I don't know if they have any kids. I thought they had one. I think they do have one together. But since she just lost one, it's just going to be a little weird for her, you know. And she actually had to talk with her friend who is pregnant, so that probably was a little bit more weirder for her, you know, a little awkward situation. So I guess we'll have to get into that because I'm like, wait a minute. He was all sympathetic about the loss of the babies, so how is he not to her? But maybe we'll get there. Okay, so Trina and Trick, they trying to go to work on the radio show and everything. But, you know, it happens to be the day that her brother had passed, probably about 8 years ago. And she just irritated, attitude. She just not feeling it, okay? So Trick is trying to ask her all these questions like, dang, that show, you know, what happened with the show in Atlanta? It was cool, it was not cool. But when we have ours, like, we ain't going to no Atlanta, which did not make sense at all. I think we all kind of figured that, like, because you a Miami chick, your anniversaries and all that should always be in Miami. But it is what it is. She changed her management, and that's where they was, so she had to do what she had to do. But while he talking, she like, like you can just see it on her face, just building. She's like, man, all right, Trick, I ain't got time for this. And she just blew up. Like, I don't want to talk about this. This is just not the day. I'm irritated. And actually, you know what? Why am I even here? I'm peacing out. Bye, y'all. Like, so she gone. Sorry, they mowing the lawn again. Right. Anyway. So we pop up with Suki again. Now Suki meeting up with her mom. She's at a photo shoot with her and her boo. They're trying to do like engagement party or whatever, pictures, couple pictures and all that type of stuff. And she on this baby, like, I need this baby, mama. I don't care what you say. Me and him gonna have this baby. And the mama like, okay, you can have your baby. I don't care. It's just right now, it just don't seem right. Like, you gotta time these things. Like, okay, get engaged and wait a year, or get married then wait a year. And she like, no, I can do it now. All this type of stuff, such as, you know, all these examples, Cardi, and all these, you know. Well, it is what it is. Certain people have certain things, like, you know, nannies, family. You know, you hire all these people, which costs money, and some people can't do it. Some people can. But when you sign to these major labels, you know, your schedule get like this. Like, the next day you got a show, the next day you got an interview. Like, so how you gonna do this? And you got a baby, girl. So she gotta think about that. It is what it is. Her mama say no. Then we go back to Trina and her whole family, and they're actually doing a memorial celebration for her brother. So it's a little, you know, emotional for them and all that type stuff. You know, she loved her brother a whole lot, and Well, she actually loved her family a whole lot because she actually lost her mom too. So Trina is just on a huge emotional roller coaster, as we probably seen these last couple episodes. Well, not couple episodes, but last season she was popping off a lot as well. And that was because she lost her mom. So she's very emotional, but she got her whole family. She got all her friends, and they're all for support. And the celebration goes off without a hitch. So R.I.P. Trina brother. Okay, so Amada, I did hear her say career. I should have been counting it so that at the end I could just say, okay, so you should have took this many shots. But we might need to add for maybe next episode, mommy, because she says that a whole lot too. But anyway, she with her boo and they still in the Dominican. And, basically she's torn between this decision. Do I stay here with him or do I go back to Miami and, do my music and all that stuff and be with my mom? And he like, yeah, you can stay here. We doing our own thing. We comfortable. We got this building going on. Like you can still do music down here, right? But we all know, Miami is where she pretty much make her bread and butter. Like that's where she toured, do her shows for the most part. She a Miami artist. It's kind of like if you out here, Detroit, you a Detroit artist, so you kind of stay in your, you stay in your area, in the outside areas. So we do not listen to her up here. I'm sorry, but we don't. But she just kind of figured this out. Like, dang, do I just don't know what to do. So what? So she asking him, and he like, well, let me talk to her because I'll tell her out that you can stay because she's more on the side of let me stay down here because it feel like every time she get with somebody, she just want to just be with them. I guess a lot. I don't know, but it is what it is. She want to settle down, have babies, be married. That whole fairy tale crap. And guess what? You know what? She just might not get it. But we'll see. Because he said, I'm going to call mama or go see her and I'll talk to her. And then I'm thinking like, it's not going to work with her mama. No. You see the way she was acting around like about her dad? No. So she's not going to be feeling you at all. Then we flip to Ace Hood and his wife Sheila. And, the mom, they're doing their Mother's Day. I don't know if it was a brunch or what, but it was a Mother's Day event. And I think this is their house. They got a nice backyard. They making up mimosas and things like that. Family arrives and pretty much her and the mama get down to talking. We already know that when she came into the picture, the mom was kind of feeling like she was stealing her son away from her or whatever. Like, dang, he married you and now all of a sudden he cut me off and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Remember he left DJ Khaled, so the money got a little, different. So he had to cut mom off on certain things. And she was like, nah, she did it. She made you do that. And he like, no, it's just certain things I'm changing from myself. It might be helping me with some things, but no, it's not her fault, mom. Just let me do what I'm doing. And they just got the worst communication. Like, pretty much mama is just talking over here and Sheila is over here. Like, nothing is coming together. They don't necessarily want to hear each other out. And really, the mama wanted her way or the highway. And I don't know if if she got that out that conversation, but that's what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's her son. She living her life. Yeah, we can try to be, let's try to communicate more. Let's have more parties. She's like, ooh, 4th of July. Yeah, let's get together. Things like that. Okay, fine. But Sheila, yeah, you have to figure out how you're going to navigate this wave that you riding on with her mama. And hey, Ace can probably help you with that. I don't know. Unless he just want to be out of it. And you know what? That mama, they do like a little toast for motherhood and all that type of things. And take a little shot. And she go on to start talking about how she missed her mother and all this so much. And ooh, Sheila, we talked about this. You make a great mother. Like, what you think about that? And Sheila is sitting there already in a weird space because of the miscarriage and things like that. So it was like, well, of course I wanted to be a mom. Why are you gonna bring this up right here in front of the whole table? That's some like Dr. Heavenly or something like that. Like, girl, really? This is not the time or the place. Then we flip over to Trina because she had this show's gonna be Florida's AIDS Walk event, and she is like 30 minutes late, which is definitely a no go because I think sometimes the venue or the people, they will take some of your money or something like that. Like just something won't be honored in the contract. We'll just say, and pretty much she shows up late. She's trying to rush to get dressed and get ready. I don't know why they kind of put this clip in there, but we'll see. I mean, she's gonna make it to the performance. But yeah, it was just all, she's blaming it all on her management, KD and CO. Ever since she hooked up with them, she say things it's just not been going right like she thought it was gonna be. Like Julian was cool and all. At least he was cool with events. He was just stealing money, But we can't nobody stealing money, no. So of course she does hit the stage and she do a little song. I don't know if she was just that one that they showed, because being 30 minutes late and just to do one song and bounce is just some BS in all reality. So hopefully she did at least 3, so 3 to 5. But after that, she got to meet the coordinators, and they just kind of gave her their thanks for being there and all that. And of course, spread a little AIDS awareness for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's still out there. So make sure y'all protect yourselves and do all that good stuff. Don't be out here, just be out here. Because it's not only that, it's syphilis, gonorrhea, a whole bunch of herpes. But anywho's, this was about the HIV awareness. So protect yourselves. So we end the show with, it was Amada, her mom, and her boyfriend. I forget what his name was, but basically they tell mama like, look, we want to take her, or no, she wants to stay here in Dominican with me. And she can still, you know what I'm saying, still do her music. We got our Airbnb we working on, and hey, we want to get married and want to have some babies. And my mother's like, no. And she speak all the Spanish, so she just going down. You got to read everything. She basically telling her like, no, you're going to ruin your life. It's the worst decision you ever make. You're going to regret this. You're going to have a baby. You're going to become nobody. You just throw all your career away for this man. You come down here, fall in love, just ruin your life. Like, that's just basically everything she was trying to say. And Amara is just sitting there drinking. I guess she thinking getting drunk was gonna make it go away, but no. She just turns into a little baby like she always does. Like that little voice she has. It's kind of annoying. I just don't like when Amara talks. And then she be loud. Like, why do you have to be so loud? They got a microphone right there. So you don't got to yell, and the camera, like they're right there, It's not like you far away and the audience trying to hear you. But, oh my God, mommy, I just and I love him and I can still make my money. I'm just done. I don't want to be dancing all my life. And so I'm sorry, I'm such a failure. And she just gets up and walk away. Like, really? And the mama was like, I don't care. Do what you want to do. You go see. I told you this ain't the right decision, okay? And dude, I mean, he stood firm in his, you know what I'm saying? He stood his ground. And he said, look, this is what I'm going to do with your daughter. You going to like it or you not? And the mama like, yeah, I ain't going to like this. Nope, not one bit. And that was pretty much the episode. It was all right, Episode 2. It's getting there. it's getting there. We got a whole bunch of characters this season, so we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot more things going on. So peace out, and I think we got Atlanta. I might do Atlanta next.